Peace. Sitting there having a smoke, thinking about arrogance versus confidence, the dichotomy between the two. How arrogance is seen as a negative, if you will, by the general populace. And confidence is positive by the populace. Social constructs of arrogance and confidence. I personally shy away from the constructs. The limiting factors on your intellectual faculties complements your emotional action towards said arrogance or confidence, or whatever the goal is that you're trying to accomplish. So if you lock yourself in with some mental limitation predicated on others, you will hinder the forward mobility, the action of whatever you're trying to accomplish. With that being said, I will definitely acknowledge arrogance can come off as pompous and a straight asshole. And sometimes it doesn't even hold the weight of what arrogance you're portraying. From my standpoint, being a coward and being arrogant because of your celebrity, and celebrity will be the umbrella of money, status, and so on and so forth. If you a coward, your arrogance is a farce. It's superficial. It's a facade. Because when you strip off the intangibles of the superficial, you're a coward at heart. Just as being a bum and being courageous, and if you arrogant on the side of the liquor store with a 40-ounce bottle in your hand and living in a cardboard shack, I wouldn't call you a coward. I would call you an idiot. Right? Confidence is to dumb down your arrogance to appease other people around you. Life is full of dichotomies. It's full of different perspectives. Even as I say this, it isn't to pigeonhole one or the other. Confidence is a beautiful trait to have. It's a masculine trait to have. Or it's a feminine trait to have. Confidence is absolutely beautiful. You can know what you're doing. You can be confident in what you're doing. And you can portray that aura without verbally saying anything. And your body can elude that confidence. I feel the same way about arrogance. I have no problem with somebody being arrogant with the receipts, able to check off all the boxes. As long as that arrogance isn't being disrespectful, belittling, and tearing down the people around you. I'm not with that arrogance. I like to see arrogance or confidence. It doesn't undermine what I'm trying to do. I see it and I'm cool with it. I acknowledge it because my perception, not knowing the history behind it, my perception is you earned what you have by the works you've put in. So if you want to be arrogant about it, I have no issues with it. As long as, this is the key, as long as your arrogance is tasteful. Oh, that's a jewel. If your arrogance is tasteful, then it's fine. I've been called arrogant, and I would agree to some extent. Sometimes it's confidence, sometimes it's arrogance. But if it's arrogance, I'm doing it strategically and I'm doing it purposely for whatever the goal at the time is, if I'm trying to piss somebody off. Let me give you an example of purposely being arrogant. I'm at work, it's a corporate structure, and I'm going not back and forth, but I receive an email. I'm copied on the email, and there's several other high position people on this email. And one of my coworkers says something that I don't agree with, and they really trying to agitate me between me and him, like we both know what his email is saying. Now the other 4 or 5 people copied on the email don't know, but me and him know. So I reply arrogantly, and the lady I report to, she asked me one-on-one, like, why would you do that? It wasn't disrespectful, but she could tell that I was peacocking. I was beating my chest. I was playing a little hardball with him, professionally though. So she knows me fairly good, and she asked, why would you say that in the email and even engage in that? And I told her, it was purposely did though. I did that for a reason, to let him know I wasn't having it. She didn't agree with it. She said, that's some men shit. And I told her, you're absolutely right. That's some men shit. So that's an example of me intentionally being arrogant for a reason though. Not being disrespectful, not broadcasting or showboating or trying to make it like some stage, because the other people didn't even catch it. He knew what I was talking about. And she knew that it was something, an underlining meaning behind it. Thus why she asked me in private, why? So sometimes you do an arrogant move, a chessboard, we playing chess, for a desired result. And my reasoning was to let him know that I wasn't having it. So sometimes it plays out like that. And I don't have no problem with doing it, obviously, because I did it. So that's an example of strategically being arrogant. Arrogance is peacocking. If I'm peacocking, then it's intentional. But what I will not do, I will not let social constructs dictate, to the best of my ability, my actions. And what I mean by to the best of my ability is that we are born and raised in society, a civilized society, and some things are just distasteful. And those with discernment will acknowledge distastefulness and will adjust accordingly. And other times, you just don't want to adjust and you proceed accordingly as well. And those actions could very well piss some people off, and you will get critiqued and criticized for your arrogant actions. However, if you moving not concerned about social constructs, you will not care about how people perceive you. Your purpose in the journey is the value. That's what you're concerned about. And I'm speaking from my own journey. I'm criticized a lot. I'm perfectly fine with the criticism because we all have our own mind, our own experiences, and our own thoughts, and we can criticize whatever. That's fine. But what you eat don't make me shit. So I don't worry about the criticism because people don't know the chess game that I'm playing. I have my own chessboard in front of me. And you criticize from afar, not knowing my chessboard. So some of that criticism, you don't even understand the moves that I'm making because I'm already 4 or 5 moves ahead. So I needed to do this one move in order for this 5th move to be executed right and exact. So I'm giving some insight on arrogance and confidence, the duality between the two, and how they are really the same thing, depending on the situation, of course. That dichotomy, man, is always there. So this is a quick build to give you something to think about. As always, we build on intellectual thoughts, critical thoughts, and being able to question everything. That's what we on. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let's go, man. Peace.